First, let's take a look at your office chair. If you're fortunate enough to have an office-style chair like mine, then I'd highly suggest becoming familiar with all of its features. There are several levers and knobs underneath the seat itself, and you might find that your chair already has an adjustable seat height or a backrest tilt or even a recline mechanism. But the main thing is become familiar with it, kind of find out, do some experimentation and see what works for you. Now, specifically when I'm doing an ergonomic evaluation, the first thing I'm going to look at is whether the feet are firmly on the floor or not. And you can see by looking at my feet right now that they're just barely touching the floor. If I knew that I had an adjustable keyboard tray, then at this point I probably would be lowering my seat height so that my feet would touch the floor. In a little bit, however, I will be discussing keyboard typing heights. So for now, let's just assume that I cannot lower my chair. To get the support that you need, just use a footrest. Now, you don't even have to have an actual footrest just like this one. You might be able to find a sturdy box or a ream of paper or even a stack of old books. The main idea is just to support your legs and your lower back and position your knees and hips about the same level. Next, let's just check that the backrest of the chair is supportive. If you feel like you're just missing a little bit of lumbar support in your low back area, then perhaps you could try a small thin pillow or even just a folded up hand towel like this one to fit the gap. The idea is to provide something just slim enough just to fill in the gap of your lower back but not overarch your back. Now, some of us, particularly if we're on the shorter side, might find that the seat depth of our chair is too long and we can't even reach the backrest if we had our feet on the floor or a footrest. So if that is the case, you might try using a thicker pillow like this one just to bridge the gap between your back and the backrest. And that way you've got something to lean back on. The main idea is that you should be able to rest back against the backrest of your chair for the majority of the day. If you end up perching or leaning forward like this for long periods, this can be very tiring and fatiguing to your back muscles.